So I'm actually here in the beautiful state of Oklahoma. So I was driving going up to Texas, and as you can see here, it says welcome to Oklahoma. And I'm gonna go check out the famous historic 66 museum here. It was $7 for the ticket. I just bought it. But yeah, this is all about the historic Route 66, which how far it goes. It's pretty wild. I didn't realize how big 66 was. It goes to California, Texas, Arizona, Oklahoma. It's quite large. So when you come up here, it has a little information about this. It's called the Will Rogers Highway. It says the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum opened on September 23rd, 1995. The museum is operated by the Oklahoma Historical Society and focuses on the history of Route 66. So this is this information here. It's drizzling a little, so I'm gonna try to walk quick, go inside. As you can see here, these are the pricing. So adults, it's $7. Seniors are $5. Students, $4. Not bad. So as soon as you come in here, you've got different things to look at. You've got the big Phillips sign right here. You've got an old school Super Shell here. There's a really cool 1967 Chevy Corvette Stingray. You can see that there. Really nice. And then right here, they've got all the different places. 66 goes through Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. So they've got a little jukebox here. Drink Coca-Cola. Let's see what else we got here. We got slow down for the school zone. Then there's the gift shop here. And then I go inside here and we're gonna take a look. Oh, it's nice in here. Cool. So one of the first things you see, it says, get your kicks on Route 66. Wow. So check this out. This is really cool. So from Kansas to Oklahoma. Wow, it's just got a lot of stuff here. Texas. Greetings from Texas. Wow. It's funny, being from California, I did not realize how big historic Route 66 was. It's huge. But yeah, these are just the different images here. Look, Arizona right here. You got San Bernardino, California right there. Greetings from Arizona. Wow, just beautiful. Just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Main Street of America, get your kicks. So this is the Route 66. Starts from here and goes all the way down here, which is pretty wild because I started actually right here in California. That's where I started my trip. And if everything goes as planned, when I'm done, I'm gonna be all the way right here. So if I were to go to Chicago, I could literally say I traveled the entire Route 66, which would be really cool. It says, originally commissioned on November 11th, 1926, Route 66 became the first national highway to cross the Midwestern part of the country from east to west. Historians agree it consists of approximately 2,448 miles from Grant Park in Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. The route winds through 8 states, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California, in 3 time zones, Central Mountain, Pacific. Oklahoma is believed to have the most drivable miles with 432. Amazing. Shown daily, live. Poison rattlesnakes. Okay. This is really cool. So here we have, I don't know, it has a button here. Let's see. Maybe it'll tell us what this is. Well, I think it's just a song. I thought it was going to educate us on this item, but let me continue walking. Anyhow, this is a 1917 Ford Rio Touring. Cars were exciting new invention of the time, so obviously getting on the roads was fun. So over here, we've got some other items. Wow, check this out. The cost of a home in 1930 was $7,145. That's wild. During the Great Depression, the life expectancy of a male was only 58 years old. Wow. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. So got this little area here.
No.
1932 Ford three-window coupe.
How could they?
Now we're going into what's like an old school diner. So cool to see how people lived back in the 50s. 1950 average annual salary was $5,000. Wow. Is that amazing what inflation has done? In the 1950s, many restaurants, gas stations sprang up to sell items and service to travelers. People could stay in their cars and a car hop would bring them their food. The first walk-up McDonald's opened in California. Route 66 was affected by the expanding economy and middle-class vacationers. This led to several changes. The most dramatic was the expansion of the variety of overnight accommodations. In the 1920s, local merchants had set aside campsites near downtown business districts to keep potential customers nearby. Entrepreneurs quickly developed additional camp areas with services on the edges of towns. Wow, you could spend 50 cents to 74 cents per night. By 1926, most cabins included a bed, table, benches, and a water pitcher. So cool. The booming motel industry. This is cool. This was an automobile window-mounted evaporating air cooler, sometimes referred to as a swamp cooler. It is an early type of automobile air conditioning. Check that out in the 1930s. So it was used in vehicles by mounting in the passenger side windows, forcing air into machines and cooling it by the process of a water evaporation. Isn't that neat? Like a little mini AC system. Cool. Baby bottle warmer. The bottle warmer was designed to hang anywhere in the car and required only a 6-volt cigarette lighter to warm the baby's bottle to the correct temperature. It's cool. This is a 1967 Ford Mustang. It says for hippies, westbound 66, or Colorado, New Mexico, where many communes welcome people looking for an alternative way of life. Okay, yeah, hippies. Route 66, home movies. The movies you're watching are from family road trips from 1960s. Check that out. This is from the, wow. So this was a family trip way back when. Amazing to see all these people at one point. Some of them are probably not here anymore, so you appreciate your time on Earth while you're giving it. And over here you have a little movie area, or if you want to watch a film. This is kind of cool. You got more stuff about Route 66 here. Preservation. It says by 1985, US Route 66 was bypassed and was officially decommissioned.
So we had people that left the Dust Bowl, left their broken.
The drive-in theater was the brainchild of Richard Hollinghead, experimenting in his own driveway in New Jersey. He mounted a 1928 Kodak projector on the hood of his car projected onto a screen he had nailed to trees in his backyard and used a radio placed behind the screen for sound. He opened the first commercial drive-in in 1935 with a 30 by 40 foot screen accommodating 400 cars. Sound was provided by 3 main speakers mounted next to the screen. Isn't that cool? We live in such an interesting time. And this is, I guess these are just more around the world. It says, in 2009, I sold everything I owned and left the country. I backpacked through a dozen countries in 10 months, falling in love with photography, writing, and history along the way. When I returned home to Oklahoma, I began exploring here. And in 2013, took my first intentional trip on historic Route 66. So this is the story of somebody who did all this. So I'd love to know who this person was, but look at these beautiful pictures they've taken. Wow, some of these are so beautiful. Traveling and experiencing the world. The world's a very big place. Man, these are, look at that. You got, it's in Paris. Wow, so beautiful seeing some of this person's artwork. Whoever they are. So this wall is about this person's travels and how they literally traveled, I guess, the world to see all these different things. So it's cool. So this wall kind of tells this guy's story. He started around the world, started traveling on the different routes to Route 66. So he started with being a photographer. Then he started, I guess, on Route 66. Then he became involved with different things. So one of the things here, it says he got involved with different groups here. You could see they're protesting something or advocating for something. And when you come here, I guess he became the president of the Route 66 Association. And it says, finally, he set his sights on driving all of Route 66 from Chicago to Santa Monica. Wow. That's kind of what I'm doing, driving all Route 66. So interesting. And this says the Mustang. My father passed away unexpectedly in 2011, and I had to decide how I was going to honor him. Store his prized 2005 Mustang for special occasions or drive it as much as possible. I'm happy to say that car has over 225,000 miles and is driven end to end on the main street of America. Yeah. So this was Route 66, and what's cool is you can share some of your memories here. So I may put a little note here. And I guess this is the end, because then you come right back to the storefront here. So yeah, about a 20-minute tour, maybe longer if you really take your time and look at everything. And then there's a bunch of, just items here that you can purchase, different memorabilia. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that little tour. See you soon.